Hello Dnation and welcome back to yet another unbox and review episode. In today's episode we are going to be unboxing a Diecast Royal Enfield style pullback vintage motorcycle. Or is it so? So stay tuned and find out what's what and what's not. So stay with me on this one and let's get this started. To begin with, the packaging is a card type window boxing with all the product branding and information, and it seems to me like the upper half of this card was cut away from the package. So let's go ahead and take a look at this boxing. And with that out of the way, and as we get this unboxed, please be careful while using sharp objects and keep in mind to keep these diecast motorcycles away from children below the age of 5, as the tiny parts can be hazardous. So keeping this in mind, let's get these opened. And I really have no idea what this accessory is all about, but we'll get back to this in a bit. So with that being said, let's go ahead and unbox the other motorcycle and get this unboxing over with. And as you can see, this seems to be quite a bit of a messy procedure, but it's gotta be done, so here we go. And yet again, I have no idea what this accessory is all about, but we'll get back to these in a bit. Well, to begin with, as I was doing my usual online search for what's new in the Diecast motorcycle nation, I came across these motorcycles. At first, by the looks of it, I thought that these were the diecast scale models of the most popular Royal Enfield motorcycles. But as I got to reading the product information and see the pictures up close, I got to know that these were diecast pullback bikes, which just look like Royal Enfield motorcycles. I was disappointed, but nonetheless was curious to see how these looked firsthand. And this motorcycle model comes in 4 color variations, which is red, brown, turquoise and black, as you can see. I got a couple of them, so here's what they look like. At first glance, these diecast models look quite premium and have a good and sturdy build quality and have a bit of details to them. But the good thing is that these models are manufactured mostly of diecast and a few components of ABS plastic, which makes them premium looking except for the branding. But I should admit that the paint apps and the detailing are good on these models. And so, with that being said, these models measure in at 5 inches in length, 4 inches in height, 2.5 inches in width, and weigh in at about 180 grams each, which makes them a little bit bigger than the regular 118 scale diecast motorcycles. But what's more important and fun is that this model comes with a pullback mechanism, which makes it functional. So let's go ahead and take a look. So these might not be the actual replica scale model of the Royal Enfield, which is a big bummer, but with these pullback vintage motorcycle models, you're guaranteed a sturdy diecast motorcycle which is built to last and will warm the hearts of any diecast motorcycle collector, especially as they are less expensive and you get a quality and sturdy diecast model which is a bang for the buck. But the only problem now is that I don't think that these diecast motorcycles will match up with my 118 scale motorcycle collection, but nonetheless I've got some plans and ideas for these diecast motorcycles. But if anyone know what scale and size these motorcycles are, please do let me know in the comments below. And also please do let me know what are your thoughts on these retro pullback motorcycles. So with that being said, now let's place these retro beauties on the Dnation dyno and check out their wheel spin and functionality. And kindly find further features and specifications regarding these diecast models in the description below. Well, everything seems to be spot on and up to my expectations. So with that being said, let's place these diecast models on the Dnation turntable and take a look at these models in a 360-degree view. And now, as we take a look at these chunky diecast beauties, here are a few fun facts. A pullback motor is a simple clockwork motor used in toy cars and bikes. A patent for them was granted to Bertrand Fred Francis in 1952 as a keyless clockwork motor. Pulling the toy backward winds up an internal spring suspension, a flat spiral rather than a helical coiled spring. When released, the toy is propelled forward by the spring. When the spring is unwound and the toy is moving, the motor is disengaged by a clutch or a ratchet, and the toy then rolls freely onwards. Often the clutch mechanism is geared so that the pullback distance needed to wind the spring is less than the distance the spring is engaged propelling forward. And for more information on this topic, kindly find the link in the description below. And as you can see, I guess you can tell that these motorcycle models are built quite sturdy, and based on their price, I feel that this is a bang for the buck. And here's an add-on feature if you choose that you don't want to use the pullback feature. Well, as you can see, all you gotta do is remove the screw at the bottom and remove the pullback mechanism and screw on the additional bottom plate that is provided. This is a good add-on feature if you just choose to use this model as a display. And it's little details like this that make me happy, and this feature gets a massive thumbs up from me. So let's go ahead and take a look at one motorcycle with the pullback mechanism removed and one motorcycle with the pullback mechanism intact and see how they visually compare. So here we go. Well, as for me, I personally prefer these models without the pullback mechanism, as they drastically reduce the height and will almost match up with my 118 scale motorcycle collection, as you will see. And if you want to get yourself or your loved ones these diecast motorcycles that were featured in today's video, I dropped the Best Buy link in the description below, so go ahead and check it out and get yourself one if you're interested. And I would like to take a moment to thank all my subscribers and followers for your constant support and feedback. So please continue to support Dnation and help us reach our 500 subscriber mark at the earliest. So thank you once again, my Dnation family. And this brings us to the end of this amazing and unique unbox and review episode. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up and share it. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button if this is your first time here. And also don't forget to click that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes. And if you care to share your views and thoughts on this topic, please do drop a comment below. And stay tuned for a lot more exciting episodes coming up. Well, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.